Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 72 of Xenogears. We just got the second Anima Relic and upgraded Rico's gear into Elsteer. In case you're wondering who Rico is, I don't know either. He's just some guy we picked up back in Kislev a while back that we've never used since because he's slow and plotting. Now, Faye basically just told Elly the equivalent of get back in the kitchen, and Elly ran away, so now we have to go and comfort her. And now Faye is trying to repair the damage he did. And yes, they totally did it. And now they just pretty much confirm that, yes, Elly is the reincarnation of Sophia. The funny thing is, the one time you actually have Elly in your party and can visit Nissan, she has absolutely no reaction whatsoever to the room with the Sophia portrait. Alright, so now we fly to the Eldridge. Or rather, as they now call it, Mahanon. And you can see the name Eldridge right there on the side. The captain's chair. Alright, so we want to set our party. For the upcoming fight, we actually want, or for the next two fights, we want Bart and Billy. We don't want Satan. I'm actually going to strip Satan of all his gear because he has some nice stuff that I want to use. And I'm going to actually set up the party for the next two fights. So let's see. This is actually going to take a minute. Okay, that's fine. Equip. Remove. Oh, and the Kishin sword is the sword we got from the Elements gear. We're not actually going to equip that to Satan just yet because we get something better a little later on that we need that for. Alright, so... let's get Faye... magnetic coats. No, I only have 2 magnetic coats. That's awkward. We want the response increase that the magnetic coats and circuits give us for Faye. Alright, so now we need to swap Satan out, and we need to get Bart in the party. That whip we bought from Johnny, that's something that Bart needs for one of the upcoming fights. Let's see here. Power magic. I'll just give him frame HP for now. Okay, and then equip. Faye gets the trader card and 2 of those evasion rings that we got earlier. Bart gets an ether doubler and 2 rings, and then Billy gets an ether doubler and 2 rings. Because this is to make sure that a certain upcoming boss cannot touch us. Okay, go ahead and save. Alright, we are ready to continue. Okay. Meet Deus, which is Latin for God. This is what caused the Eldridge to go crazy 10,000 years ago and crash into the planets. Deus has 3 attacks. It has a swipe attack, it has an attack which halves the health of every character, and it has a counterattack where it will automatically heal itself for a massive amount of health every time you attack it. So the goal here is simply to do nothing. Now the problem is, however, one on emulation such as PS3, 360, or PS3, PS2, or whatever, Deus's half-health attack has a chance of freezing the game. If you play it on the PS1, you never have to run into this problem. But, yeah. So what we're pretty much going to do is we're going to sit here and let Deus do its health-having attack. You have to let it do this about 3 to 4 times. Uh-oh. Did it just freeze the game? I think it did. Crap. Yep, we froze. Alright, well, looks like we gotta reset. The problem is, in order to be able to kill Deus, you have to do this, or you have to let it have its health at least 4 times to put it down to around 5,000 HP so that you can kill it in a single shot. Otherwise, it's just going to regain 16,000 health. So, here we go, resetting. Let's try this again. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully this time it won't lock the game. Now obviously, because Deus, or because you are at the mercy of Deus, or Deus's attacks, you don't want to equip or you don't want to turn on booster because that will just waste your fuel. So just simply sit there and charge. Alright, here we go again. Okay, at least we didn't lock the game that time. That's good. Let's go ahead and have Billy heal himself. Because Deus is being stupid. Awesome. Come on. Oh, friggin' froze the game again. Yeah. Okay, so it's when it does that attack on Bart that's resetting, or that's freezing the game. Oh, that's annoying. Well, here we go again. I might end up having to do this off camera, which I really don't want to have to do. Third time's a charm, hopefully. Alright, here we go again. Oh crap, does Faye have... Oh... Bugger. Faye does not have a frame HP equipped. That's bad. That's actually really bad, because if Faye dies, I'm screwed. Okay, that's twice. Alright. Well, let's heal Bart and Billy, because I might still be able to pull this off. Okay, so Deus is at around 5,000 HP now. So let's put Faye into System Mid, and hope he survives the next turn. And that the game doesn't freeze. Alright, let's see if this kills it. Yep, we got it. Whew. Wait, what? Oh, it has a final counterattack. Ha 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 ha! Oh, that was close. I did not want to have to do this a third time. Or fourth time, rather. Check out that beautiful pre-rendered Weltall 2 cutscene. Now the crazy stuff gets to start happening. The game is not frozen, it's just... this is just part of the cutscene. At least I really hope the game's not frozen. I don't want to have to go through that Deus fight a 4th time. And now, time for a big truth. Well, once it decides to load. Give it a couple seconds. This thing is a pretty intense resource hog at this point with all it's showing. Yes, it turns out that God is actually an interdimensional or an interplanetary weapons platform designed for the subjugation of worlds. Isn't that awesome? So pretty much what they can say is, my God can beat up your God, and they'd be right. Oh, jeez, look who it is. Damn it, Grahf. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Now, if you had brought Satan with you to the Deus fight, he would not be available here. Thankfully, we get a nice full heal. Under normal circumstances, you are not supposed to be able to win this fight, because Alpha Weltall is beyond broken. However, with the setup that I spent the time getting ready earlier, he is actually beatable. By having Bart use Wild Smile to break Weltall's camera so that he can no longer attack, or so that he can no longer do physical attacks, and then using the Serpent Whip to break his ether machine so that he can no longer... Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh. Well, that would have been nice if he had actually, dodged the first 2 hits, too. But anyway, so we've almost got it. Excuse me. Okay, technically you're supposed to be able to win this fight. I guess I'm just not at a high enough level or something. Okay, that should have broken his ether machine. Well, Faye's not winning this. Or Faye's not surviving this fight. Okay. Alright, seriously, why are you not working? Okay, well, supposedly, by using Bart to break his ether and his attack power, you're supposed to be able to actually win this fight, but I guess that doesn't happen. I'm not going for the Deus fight again. I'm not going to bother trying to... I'm not going to bother trying to actually win the fight, because win or lose, the exact same thing happens. Now I'm kind of wondering who Krellian was talking to when he said Lacan. Was he talking to Faye, or was he talking to Grahf, or both? And now we have a whole bunch of storyline scenes. But now we're back to Elly. So what's Faye doing with a Nissan Relic? Uh-oh. Coming up, unfortunately, is an entirely story-driven cutscene. You do not get to actually control any part of this, so it's all text and watching. Elly's Omnigear looks awfully a lot like Verge. Oh, and of course, the Gebler squad stays back. Well, tries to accompany her, rather. Something they would not know anything about. The two Omnigears standing across from Elly are the Opiomorph. Oh god, Choo-Choo died for our sins. Anyway, the one on the left is the Opiomorph, which is Miang's Omnigear, and the one on the right is the Amphispina, which is Krellian's Omnigear. In case you're wondering, yes, we will be fighting them a little later on. And it is without a doubt the one of, if not the nastiest fights in the entire game. And you might remember the Opiomorph was the Omnigear we found while running through Solaris. Interestingly enough, the setup they have of the character positions almost matches the positioning in the actual screen, but they have Executioner and Krellian reversed. I'm sure had Xenogears had more time in development, this would be an actual controllable fight. Of course, it would also be the only fight that Eldridge would show up in, which is the name of the Omnigear. It's Elridge, I think. It's R-E-G-R-U-S or something. Hey, remember that guy from when we met up with Emeralda? We never actually get to fight him. Yay, she beat them! Or not. Wow, they're really wailing on her. And here they go again. And down she goes. Don't they kind of need her alive? Oh, and she just ether blasted him. Now, why couldn't Elly ever do that in the game? And he leaves everyone crucified. Isn't that great? Thanks, Grahf. Really needed that nice vote of confidence there. Alright, I'm going to make a secondary save at this point, because I'm going to give a couple more tries to see if I can actually beat Alpha Weltall. If I can, we'll just continue from there. If not, we will just carry on. So, I will see you guys on Thursday as we go and try and rescue Elly. Have a great night, guys. See you in a few days.